People always come up to me and say, Play Don't Pause, you think you're so cool sitting up there on your high horse and critiquing fan content like you own the place, but I'll bet you don't know the first thing about making a Thomas episode. To which I reply, what the fuck, brother, this is a Walmart. So today, I hired Adam to show you posers just how easy it is to make banger Thomas content, using a tried and tested writing technique that, Adam, how does this shit go again?
Okay, this is just a two-way game, so I'll go first and then you go first, okay?
Huh?
Basically, you have to name a character, a location, and an item. So like an item could be like the trucks or the Chinese dragon. So the idea with this is basically you name a bunch of stuff and then I have to make a story out of it. So Play Don't Pause, name a character, a location, and an item.
Wait a second. I've been preparing for this moment.
Everything in my life has led to this exact moment.
I have a list of all the Thomas characters.
Okay, now out of that list, pick a character.
Stefano.
Stefano. Well, I officially lost my respect for you. Stefano isn't a character. He's a boat merchandising character. He's not a character.
He's a toy box.
That's like me asking you for a character and you say Knapford Station. It's not a character.
Let's go with Timothy.
Okay, Timothy. Good. Right. Now you have to name a location. It doesn't have to be relevant to wherever Timothy lives.
7-Eleven.
No, like on Sodor.
There's probably a 7-Eleven on Sodor.
No, there isn't. It's the UK. They don't have 7-Elevens there.
What?
No, they don't.
That's another reason to not go to the UK. The barber shop that Duck crashed into.
And now you have to name an item, and it can be any item on the island of Sodor. Any item on the island of Sodor.
Meth.
Meth. No, I'm not doing meth.
Sounds like something someone doing meth would say. Alrighty, first character, City of Truro.
Okay, well I said random, I didn't mean that random, but okay.
Second character, Old Slow Coach. Good luck with that.
I think Old Slow Coach is Great Western, so maybe there's something I could do. Don't worry, I can always figure these things out, don't worry.
First location, the Sodor Suspension Bridge. Second location, the ravine below the Sodor Suspension Bridge. The first thing, Diesel 10's claw detached from him by itself.
Is there like a rule where I can't include Diesel 10? It has to just be the claw?
If Diesel 10 is somewhere in the area, then I guess that's okay. And then inside Diesel 10's claw is a pipe bomb.
Okay, I think I can figure this out, okay. City of Truro is coming to the island of Sodor, and everyone's excited, and everyone's wondering which coaches he's going to be pulling for his special tourist train across Sodor. And Old Slow Coach is like, oh, well, maybe he'll pull me. And everyone's like, oh, he won't pull you, don't be silly. And she's all sad. So anyway, he arrives, and he actually gets chatting to her, and they actually kind of bond a little. And she actually mentions that, the other engines basically said that I wouldn't be pulled by you because you're so special, and I'm not. City of Truro feels bad for her, and so anyway, they arrange for her to be the one that he pulls. And so they're traveling along the line, and they're passing over the sort of suspension bridge when suddenly City of Truro breaks to a halt, and like Old Slow Coach is like, what's wrong? What's going on? It's like, I don't want to alarm you, but for some reason there's a massive claw on the line. And she's like, massive claw? What's it like? And it's like, it's a brown claw. It's like, oh, well, is Diesel 10 attached to it? It's like, no, there's just a claw. Then we hear a small, hello? And then the camera pans down to the bottom of the ravine, and it reveals that Diesel 10 is at the bottom of the ravine. Without his claw, he's just down there. What basically happened was Diesel 10, he was planning to blow up the bridge because he was sick and tired of City of Truro coming over.
Oh, I hate it when City of Truro comes over. He's always blasting his fucking beats at 2 a.m. Can't get any sleep.
And then City of Truro is like, what are you doing down there? He's like, I fell.
Bro fell off.
Trevor, what happened? I think he kind of fell off the bridge and he tried to grab onto it, but then because he was so heavy, his claw ripped away from him and he fell off. Anyway, City of Truro, he moves forward and hits against the claw, and then suddenly it's revealed that there's a pipe bomb in the claw, and he's like, what's a pipe bomb doing in your claw? Nothing. You were trying to blow up the bridge, weren't you? You were trying to blow us up. City of Truro backs slowly away from the bridge. They back down the line to Wellsworth, and they basically say, hey, look, Diesel 10 is down there, maybe you should go check on him. And then suddenly, from the distance, you just see this big, massive mushroom cloud explode, and then all we hear is a very small ow.
4 Emmys, 3 Grammys, 5 Emmys.
The mistake you made was saying the suspension bridge and the part below the suspension bridge when you could have gone for Blue Mountain Quarry and the Ironworks or something, you know.
I thought you were gonna crash City of Truro into the claw and then have them both die.
I was thinking, do I want the bridge to blow up? But then they're all dead. It's like, well, where do you go from there?
Can I be brutally honest with you? I have no idea how I'm gonna make the visual for that work.
The location is a duck pond, and the other location is the Sodor Circus, and the elements are a duck, and the other element is duck feed.
Duck feed. Interesting. One day, Skiff, he was vibing out by the duck pond. He was feeding the ducks. He had duck feed in there. And Dilly, the duck, don't ask how Dilly got to Brendam. That's not important right now. Dilly the duck hopped up onto Skiff's bow and starts eating the duck feed because that's what ducks do. And they're having a good time. They're having some fun. Well, Bill comes along and he's got like some empty freight cars. And he says, Skiff, you're never gonna believe this. The Sodor Circus wants to make a boat ride and they want you. And Skiff's like, damn, that's crazy.
I just want to interrupt quickly. I'm just picturing the idea that there isn't actually a plan. And he's just saying, you'll never guess what? The Fat Controller said you're going to... And then he just takes him to the scrapyard.
And then he dumped him in the incinerator. Rolled credits. So they take him on the thing. And Skiff's like, oh, this is so exciting. I can't believe I'm going to be a ride and children are going to ride on me. That's going to be great. And Bill's like, yeah, but who's that riding in the thing with you? Skiff's like, oh, that's this duck friend that I have. And the duck, who's now eaten all the bird feed, is like, well, I don't want to be at the circus. This is too much action for me. I gotta go do duck things. I gotta go pay my taxes. Dilly flies away. Bill just looks up and naturally Bill's like, what the fuck? And he looks over at Skiff and he's like, you know, I knew a guy called Duck and he was pretty rude, but he never did anything like that. And Skiff looks back over him and he's like, damn, that's crazy. And then in the distance, a pipe bomb goes off.